What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and this video will probably be one of the better ones this week. Of course, that depends on what you like, and before I give you a quick breakdown, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Now, by the time this video goes live, we should be around 500 subscribers away from hitting the goal, which is 111,000 subscribers. Like always, thank you guys for liking the videos, watching them. If you share them as well, it's much appreciated. Now, as for the highlights, we have a first look at the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red releasing in 2020, and it's not just a shot of the heel. We actually have a few different angles of the shoe. We also have information on another Air Jordan 11 releasing during holiday season 2020, and a new image of the Off-White Air Jordan 5. This one shows the medial side of the shoe. Other than that, we got quite a few more from Jordan brand, a little bit from Nike, and one thing from Asics. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Around a few weeks ago, we got a few teaser images of Sean Wotherspoon's upcoming collaboration with Asics as well as Atmos, and that lands on the Asics Gel Lyte III. Now, at the time, it wasn't known if this pair would release to the public, but it turns out it's going to. More details on that in a second. But looking closer, they feature a multicolored corduroy across the panels that also covers the split tongue. The side stripe, which is done in red and yellow, is removable, and then we have Atmos branding on the left heel, while a peace sign is placed on the right. Now, with these new images, it shows that the Asics branding, which is removable, will actually be available in multiple colorways. As well, they'll feature a few different colored laces, along with Atmos patches, as well as a peace sign with what looks to be Sean Wotherspoon's signature. Now, we don't have a release date or a retail price, but when Sean shared these images, he said that this collaboration is in its early stages of production. So if I had to guess, we'll be well into 2020 before this releases. In 2018, we saw the Nike SB Dunk High Bread release, and in 2011, we saw the Space Jam Nike SB Dunk Low release. Now in 2019, we have the release of the Nike SB Dunk High Space Jam. Now, this pair comes with black ballistic mesh along with patent leather across the upper, while Concord detailing lands on the Nike SB logo on the tongue, insoles, and placed in the middle of the outsole. Now, I'm not gonna lie, some of these images make Concord, which is a shade of purple, look more blue. In addition, on the heel, we have SB branding, and it comes in the same font as what's used on the Air Jordan 11. Either we have the 23 or the 45 on the heel. It'll be just like that. Other details includes a white midsole and translucent outsole. Currently, this pair is set to release on November 27th in Europe and Japan. Retail price will be $110. Although a stateside release is not available at this time, I was able to pull these images from Nike's US server, which means that more than likely this pair will be available via Nike sneakers. Once we have more information, definitely will make sure to update you in the following video. In the previous video, we got a first look at the Supreme Nike Air Cross Trainer 3 Low, which is dressed in black, gorge green, and university red. Now we have a first look at the white, pine green, and university gold release. So everything looks pretty much the same here. We have leather throughout. It doesn't look like nubuck is used around the toe. However, we only have a few images. Also, Supreme branding lands on the heel, and just above it, we have Nike Air branding. Finishing the look is a white midsole and black rubber outsole. As for a release date for the two, there isn't one available as of yet, but they are expected to drop sometime during spring 2020. And retail price will be $130. News leaked a couple weeks back that Kith would be collaborating with Nike to release the Nike Air Force 1 Low. Now we have a first look, and they come dressed in white, university red, and metallic gold. Constructed with white leather across the upper, while Kith branding is debossed across the large swoosh logo on the panels. Following, we have a green mini swoosh which lands by the toe, and navy is placed on the liner. Other details includes gold lace tips and lace debris, while a red tongue label with a Kith box logo completes the look. Again, we don't have a release date as of yet, but this pair is expected to drop during spring 2020, and the retail price will be $120. In the last two videos, we got a preview of the Sacai Nike LD Waffle, known as Black Nylon, aka Winter Sacai, and now we have a first look at the White Nylon. Several months back, we learned that there was going to be a triple black and triple white Sacai Nike LD Waffle releasing. I believe that we've now seen both of those releases. The first one we just previewed, like I mentioned, is black and white, so not really a triple black pair. And then we have this pair. Once again, I really don't consider this a triple white, but call them what you want. Going over the shoes, they come constructed with white nylon across the upper, along with suede and leather on the overlays. Following, we have double swoosh logos on the panels, white ribbon laces, and gold on the lace tips. The last few details is white, which covers the double stacked midsole and rubber outsole. Once again, we don't have a release date for this pair. However, they are expected to release during spring 2020. Some even suggesting possibly releasing during summer, although I highly doubt that. Onto Jordan Brand, and official images of the Air Jordan 34 Amber Rise has arrived, and initially I thought this was kind of a shattered backboard type theme, somewhat of a reach, and I don't think it's that anymore. I think it's just more of a fall theme, and due to the release date change, I just think this is a Thanksgiving type inspired release. So initially they were set to drop on November 29th, and that has changed. This pair is actually dropping on November 28th, so just a day earlier, and the retail price is set at $180. On-feet images of the Air Jordan 3 SE Animal has arrived. This is one of two colorways releasing. This pair, which is dressed in black, dark mocha, rope, and multicolor, is now rumored to drop during December. I believe it was the last video, possibly the video before that, news about this new release date leaked. Initially, they were rumored to release during fall 2019. That was, I believe, last year. And then it was expected that this pair would release during spring 2020. The other pair, which I was able to see, that pair is still dropping during 2020. That pair will also be available exclusively at Tier 0 accounts and sneakers. Now, as for where this pair is going to be available at, I'm not entirely sure as of yet. I do believe they will be available via Nike sneakers. And with this on-feet look, it pretty much gives us a full viewing of the shoe. In one of the other videos, I did mention that for some odd reason, I do like this pair. Even though it's not really my style, I personally like OG colorways, but this doesn't look bad. It's kind of nice. Now, as for the rumored release date, because it has yet to be confirmed, is December 19th. Retail price will be $225. The Air Jordan 6 Washed Denim is expected to release towards the end of December, possibly the last Air Jordan release for 2019. Previously, we only saw a preview image. Now we have detailed photos, and being completely honest with you guys, I am not a fan whatsoever. Now, why I don't like them is it's really hard to tell the shape of the shoe, especially when you get towards the heel. I'm not sure if it's due to the denim, but also where the eyelets are, just above it, it's kind of rough, which in my opinion makes it look a little uneven. So I get this whole fake vibe from it. Now, don't listen to what I'm saying. I'm just giving you my thoughts. But other than that, we have denim across the upper. On the overlays and heel, it's a darker shaded denim. And then on the toe and base, it's lighter. The tongue overlay features brown leather. The lace lock is done in red. Black hits the midsole, as well as the Jumpman on the heel, the tongue, and laces. Finishing the look, we have a somewhat milky translucent outsole. It almost looks cell. Now, as for the release date, this pair is rumored to release on December 28th. That isn't confirmed, but that's the date that's been going around for a while now, and the retail price will be $200. Quick update on the OffWhite Air Jordan 5. Now, in the previous video, we received a first look at this shoe. It wasn't the best photo, but you could tell what's going on. And since then, there's been two images that have leaked. One, believe it or not, is a Photoshop, which I'll have on screen right now. No lie, one of the more impressive Photoshops I've actually seen. And now the second one, which I'm going to throw on screen right now, this is said to be the actual pair. I've been speaking with the individual who said they had this shoe in hand, and as you can see, it's the medial side, so we haven't seen the medial side as of yet. And much like the lateral, what's different is you could see that it does feature OffWhite signature text, which kind of goes in that circle, which reminds me of Inspector Gadget's magnifying glass. Other than that, that same translucent circle is seen on the ankle collar, and then the outsole, it has this aged look to it. Currently, it isn't known if these are going to release. Now, the rumor is that they're going to drop in 2020, but a style number hasn't leaked, and all we really know is that they went into production a couple months ago, maybe a little less than that. But within the next few weeks, we should be getting more information as well as a detailed look. There's also a second colorway rumored to release, and possibly we could be getting a first look at that pair very soon. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on the Off-White Air Jordan 5. We have another Air Jordan 11 releasing in 2020. This pair will release in women's sizing, and as of now, what they're being called is the Air Jordan 11 SE Black White. So very simple, and this is a Photoshop. So what this means is more than likely the actual release will look much different than this. But the colorway, which is very simple, will be black, white, black. And since this is a SE release, more than likely you can expect some sort of design or different materials used. For example, this upcoming Air Jordan 11 releasing for women, it features a white upper with glitter across where the patent leather would be. Currently, those details are unknown, and this pair is rumored to release during October of 2020, and at the time of shooting this video, a retail price is unknown. 4 or 5 months ago, I was the first to break the news that the Air Jordan 5 Fire Red with a 3M reflective tongue would return in 2020. Now, shortly after I uploaded the last video, we got a first look at the 2020 release. However, it was just the heel. And yesterday, additional images have leaked, which gives us a pretty thorough viewing of the shoes. And overall, they look just like the OG release. Yes, there are some things off about them, especially on the heel. You can definitely see that the Nike Air branding is not even close to being centered. And this will be the third time that this shoe has released in true OG form, which includes the Nike Air on the heel, the first time being 1990, and the second release took place in 2000. This release also is going to pay tribute to when Michael Jordan scored 69 points against the Cavaliers, which took place on March 28th, 1990. As for a release date, this pair drops on the 30th anniversary when Michael Jordan scored 69 points against the Cavaliers, which will be March 28th, 2020. Retail price will be $200. Let me know your thoughts on the 2020 Air Jordan 5 Fire Red in the comment section below, and if you plan on picking up a pair next year. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. Like always, I appreciate you guys watching this video. As well, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Make sure to leave a comment below, let me know from this video what you liked or disliked. And if you haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Once again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.